Slate, who is on the right, is getting to where she wants a little more attention and isn't so afraid. I'm always working on her. They're so cute when they walk tail to tail. Good morning, girls. How are you? You ready for Mom to come out with some food? Good morning. Good morning. Everybody's waiting for me where they're supposed to be. Good morning. Are you guys ready for your breakfast? There comes Tux, and I hear Stripe up the hill. Are you keeping me company this morning? Hi. Gray! Well, I gotta be careful because if I call her too much, which I'm sure she's just in the garage, the other guys will come around. So let me go out back. Good morning, Panther. Good morning, Tux. Don's got some sausage, Johnny's favorite, for me to cook for him for lunch today. I think he's staying for a speaker from Amazon this afternoon. Hi, Stripey. Good morning. And here's the other boys. I keep on trying to move Stripe's food a few feet, and I guess unless I go put it on the other side of the house, they're gonna find it. Well, Jules's driving score is still 100. It was 100 for every driving except for yesterday was a 99. There was a little hard braking somewhere in there. Ruby's still sitting at a 98. Probably just driving Ruby today. So actually I remembered that late last night we put a software update on Jules. That's right. We'll check that out when we go down to the environmental part. It was not 40 something, it was 38 something or 36 something. We'll check it out when we go for our walk this morning. Dawn's just doing the once over lightly on Ruby this morning. I think she stayed looking pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
No puddles.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Hey, Stripe. All right, off we go. I still didn't see Gray. I'll try again when I get home. Good morning, Ruby. Really don't like it when they worry me. There's Stripe by the Odyssey, the van. Very pretty. It's 6:51. We're running a little late. The sky color is pretty. It's a sunny day. It's 51 out there. I looked at the 10-day last night, and we're not going to see any 30-degree temps overnight until Monday night, and that's 36. We're going to have some more 70 temps over the weekend. It's not going to feel like Christmas. You know, somewhere in the middle would be good. High near 60, overnight low near 40. That would be my desired, you know, normal North Carolina December. But we always have these fluctuations. I'm just not in my normal good mood this morning. I really am almost always in a good mood, even in the morning. Johnny and I had a heart-to-heart last night and another heart-to-heart this morning, and we decided that today was the right day to take Slate for a number of reasons. And the main reason being that, you know, she's too thin, and it's not right to let her get any more thin than she already is. And it's a really difficult decision, and you know, I've been balancing what's okay for Slate from a humane perspective and what's good for Johnny while he's trying to get through the end of the semester and after losing Mittens. And somewhere back there is, you know, what's better for, what's good for me, what's the right thing for me. So I'll place that call here in a little bit. It's 7:40. Probably a little closer to 8 o'clock would be a better time to call. Yeah, it's just, there wasn't going to be a good day, right? There were some days that were a little better than others, and today is one of those days. So yeah, that's where we are this morning. Sorry, I don't want to be a downer. I'm not very good at hiding my emotions. Never have been. A little bit of good news. I just checked the front porch ring camera, and Gray is back in her chair. I can see Gray and Panther, so that's good. I don't know what was going on with her this morning, but she's in her chair now, so thank goodness. 5:30 today, I called the vet, which Johnny wanted to see her one more time, so that'll work out good for that. I don't think he'll be doing Taekwondo tonight, and he missed last night because, frankly, he was exhausted, and I thought he needed to rest and do the assignment for school more than he needed to go to Taekwondo. I really hope, though, that next week we can get back on our normal schedule because, you know, he has friends up there on top of the physical fitness aspect. So I'm picking him up normal time today. There's that Amazon engineer coming to talk to them this afternoon. He has lunch, and I'm gonna go walk with Dawn and you know, do my normal stuff at the house, spend some time with Slate, and yeah, that's pretty much how the day's gonna go now.
Hey Gray, it's very good to see you. You look fine. Let's get you a little more food put down.
I will cover the software update in Jules when we get back from our walk. I didn't
See the software screen?
Huh. Yeah, well, I sure didn't. You're right. I got in the car. I don't think it was up there because I'm the one that backed the car out. I wonder if I got a "it went on" message. I'll have to go look, or look at the...
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
can start it now.
Yeah, I'll double check. I know I started it. Beyond that, I don't know. Oh boy, oh boy. It's time for another hit. Yeah, you like the barriers on both ends, the things to tag.
Actually, I'm going to change to the concrete.
Go, Donnie, go. Go, Donnie, go. We're missing our fan club. No boys playing soccer this morning. This is number 3. Number 4. A nice way to keep up your pace up the hill. Going down this hill is not easy, but it is less intense on the cardio going down. Go, Donnie, go.
One more.
One to grow on, huh? Okay. And that is 6. Woo! So Don has his yearly checkup Monday, but not bright and early. It's at like 11 or something.
Yeah, they moved it.
And they'll do the blood work for, well, all the blood work that they normally do, including cholesterol and insulin and glucose. And Don's going to ask him to run the full insulin, glucose, the C-peptide, the all that stuff. There's 2 or 3 things that they might not would have run if he didn't ask.
I'm going to try to get him to do it.
Yeah, and they probably will, but if they don't, we know someplace we can go to get it done. A couple of different doctors will sign off on the test and you just go to LabCorp. What I was going to say is Don finished a 69-hour fast yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was plenty ready to eat at 69 hours.
Yeah, I was hungry.
Yeah, and he's down to his pre-Thanksgiving weight, even to maybe a pound more lower.
200, right?
Yeah, 169 something.
Yeah, 169.
So we'll be eating steak and eggs and not a lot of extras through the weekend. He won't be fasting anymore. You never want to fast right up to the blood work. That causes inaccurate numbers.
Right.
Matter of fact, the one doctor recommends you don't fast for more than 12 hours. So with them having his blood work not until like 11, he's actually going to have to eat something Sunday night later than normal.
Right.
And anyway, he's just getting himself prepared for the yearly tests, the yearly physical. You know, got to have the metrics that get recorded in the best possible shape. Being out here for Dawn is good for me. We talked about Slate when I came home, and
poor kid.
I'm at a point in my life where I realize that if I work myself up too bad, it's actually bad for my health. It's dangerous for me. So it wouldn't help Slate to stay home and cry, and it does help me to get out here and do my normal routine. So that's what I'm doing. Well, bummer. No emails from Tesla. I just looked on Don's phone and nothing about Ruby's cameras and nothing about the FSD beta. I would like to currently win the communication from Tesla lottery. I see a kitty.
Oh, I think I do see it.
It's a Siamese kitty. It's white with a gray face. I can spot a cat a mile away. Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Had kind of long fur too. Ran. Had big face. It's not normal to see a Siamese breed out in the wild, so I'm just going to assume I think it's somebody's cat just out for a stroll. That would be my guess. But obviously, I've never seen that tuxedo cat again, and probably the only reason I saw him is because the vegetation is not as high. Don's here with me since he did the hit. He didn't run to the house today. And software and release notes. So it's 36.8.8. I said that earlier, but just to remind us all. And fill self-driving beta terms. The full self-driving beta feature toggle has been disabled. To use full self-driving beta, re-enable the feature toggle on controls autopilot. I don't exactly understand. So maybe they're not letting you turn it off and turn it back on anymore?
Yeah, it's possible. But
well, if that's good, we were just underneath the...
Yeah.
Oh, well, here was suspension. What's that? Yeah, well, we haven't had forced autopilot disengagements. Release notes. Improved 10.5 stuff. Driving visualizations, cabin camera. Well, it's mentioned in a lot of full self-driving stuff. What's it say on the autopilot screen now?
Yeah, request full self.
You're in the beta queue, so.
Okay.
Alright. So still not Darth Vader mode as far as we know, although I'll double check that. Darth Vader mode being where we can see the security cameras from the phone app. I've give Mart and Tux some attention. Hi, Marty.
Hi. Is it a sleepy kind of a morning?
I was in to visit Slate, and she's not really up to doing much but just resting. But you know, I let her know she was loved, and I am gonna spend some time now working on my Lego house because you know, that's good to keep me in the right frame of mind. I'll enjoy that. And yeah, it's not a good time lapse when I'm having to get up and constantly hunt parts instead of having parts ready to go. So I'm not gonna time lapse this morning. Nighttime's here keeping me company. That's very nice of you. Of course, Gray and Panther on the other side of the window. This building did not have a light brick to light up the fireplace, and I've added one. I am close to the end. I got to do a roof down in these two places, and then on the side, and then I guess whatever else goes on top. I'm on bag 6. In the instructions, I'm done with bags 4 and 5, although remember, I don't have bags. I'm pulling all the parts from my scrap parts for this. Okay, 2 more minutes and I put those roof pieces on. They've got to have the connectors on the back side and the white wedge pieces, but you get the gist of what it's going to look like. I had to go with the lighter color because I don't have it in the darker color. So sometimes you got to make compromises. I think it's going to look just fine, but I, you know, went with the lighter color. And here's the inside. You can see the fireplace light up. There is a little bit of a glow up underneath there, and there wasn't a whole lot I could do about that. So, windows and candles are installed. It's typical Friday traffic, typical construction traffic, and I'm basically later than I want to be to pick up Johnny. It's 73 degrees out there though, and it's a very pretty day. I seem to have a propensity, there's a Model 3 blue on the left over there coming out of Costco, propensity for being late on Fridays. Friday just, it takes longer. I need to leave earlier. Allow more room. Yeah, you can see all the red there. They were doing utility work on Main Street, and they had one lane closed in each direction, and it was not fun coming through the newer part of Main Street, Fuquay. Not fun at all. But thanks for small favors. This isn't closed this afternoon because the last 2 afternoons it's been closed, and that's caused merging issues. So Michelle's behind us, and she let me over because of the school traffic here in the right lane, but she has no clue who it is. She's right behind us, and she still doesn't know. How can you not know I'm in Ruby, for God's sakes? I mean, if I was in Jules, I get it.
Here, I'm saying a message that says hi.
Hi, sweetie. She's looking at her phone. I'm waving. I can tell she's looking at this message that hit her phone. Did you say we're in front of you? All right, finally, she sent me a message. Hi. I mean, it's a big red Tesla car. Well, you know, because we come over to the back of the car and I hit the trunk open all the time to put stuff in or take stuff out at Guardian Angel, she probably doesn't really see the license plate that often, you know, because that should have been a dead giveaway right there, my Starship. That's funny. She says, do you want to race? Oh, that's great. I needed something that, you know, sometimes when you need a smile, you need something to lighten the mood, you need a little stress relief. Sometimes it just happens, and that was cool. Johnny and I just witnessed a near accident, and it is one, and there, first off, let's note there is a green arrow here if you wait for it. And first off, we come in a different way home to avoid the utility work on Main Street. Was that a Morgan, Johnny?
It wasn't a Morgan, but it was still something else.
Sporty, similar, yeah. Maybe a custom hand
built. It
built.
looked like a custom dune buggy.
Sure. I didn't get a super good look. Anyway, back to the near accident. So this SUV, it was excursion size, but I don't know if it was an excursion. Did you see what it was, Johnny?
It was a Silverado.
Silverado, okay. It was big.
With a cap.
Right, okay. It was a pickup truck with a cap that made it look like an SUV. At any point, I was telling Johnny that he had made an illegal maneuver going across a double yellow line to pass the through traffic on the left to get up to the turn lane. And while we've all done that on occasion, based on the width of the little off-limits area, the curve of the road, the amount of oncoming traffic, the inability to see, that wasn't a good idea. And when we made it safely up to the turn lane because the through traffic had moved out of our way, he was still waiting to make the left turn. So I didn't buy him anything anyway. And the light turned yellow, and there was a work pickup truck coming through the intersection, and he had the right of way. One could argue maybe he should have stopped, but I'm not going to say that I feel for sure he should have. And the guy wanted to make the left turn and was stuck out there, so he just pulled right out in front of the other work pickup truck. And the guy had to slam on his brakes. And based on where we were, you know, it was pretty darn scary because I could see it happening and there was no place for me to go. And Johnny and I both agreed that the geometry was they would have hit us if the work pickup truck had hit him in the passenger door hard enough or flipped him, but probably wasn't going fast enough to slam him into us. But that was, you know, you never want to be trapped at an intersection watching an accident about to happen and not be able to do anything about it except gasp, which I certainly did. And I got dash cam double times 2, the car and the overhead one, and we'll have to go back and look at that. Wow. Scary, scary stuff. Well, we are now on the plan to take the loop around Fuquay home, except for I don't know why it still doesn't want us to go on the new part of the Judd Parkway. It's not necessary for me to get off of the loop. It's sort of showing the loop on the map now. Because I'm on Judd Parkway, I can just keep going straight. That's probably what I'm going to do. But that utility work on Main Street is really causing lots of problems. Yeah, Ruby still thinks I'm in the middle of a field. Come on, Google Maps, get your data updated. This has been open for a couple months now. Stripe, are you growing out of the planter? It's one of the sunnier spots in the yard. Mart's over here on the bench. All right, this was the very last time I hit it today. I think it starts this last little trip here. Well, maybe it's kind of important to watch a little bit of this because you'll see what he does with the left, how he gets into the left turn lane where he, you know, shouldn't have, where he basically broke the law. Well, that's a little far back from the intersection. He's already gone there. I need more granularity, Tesla, and getting to the right spot. There he goes. You can see him going around. So he wasn't in front of me. He was in 1 or 2 cars up there. And so we have to wait for a bit for traffic to start moving. I can see in the video that the left is yellow blinking and straight is red right now. But in a minute it will turn green if my vlogging camera battery doesn't die, because it's flashing at me that it's about to. I would move it again, but you know, it just, you can't get that granular. So we're moving, so I'm gonna wait. You see, this is 2 double yellow lines here, and there's a no man's land, but you're not allowed to, you're not supposed to go out into that. So I come up to the left turn, and here's the guy that made that maneuver to get into the left turn lane, and the through traffic is turning yellow now. The left turn is yellow, and he pulled right out in front of that van. Yeah, it looked like it was still yellow arrow to me at the very end there. So the fact that he, you know, let's watch exactly. But I mean, I don't care if... All right, fresh battery in the vlogging camera. Hit play. So I'm coming up behind him. It's green for through traffic. Just turned yellow. Yellow. It's not red yet. Okay, it was red. So you could say that this guy was running the red light, but certainly, you know, me as a driver in the left turn lane, while I might be frustrated that the guy came through and didn't let me complete the left turn and was stranding me out there, you can't just pull in front of him like that. Yeah, that was just kind of scary. Very scary for us. Traffic is like a war zone out here tonight. It's horrible. Slate is over here at rest with Mittens and Kitty underneath the pretty dogwood tree. We'll miss you, baby girl.